Hi there, it's your favorite ex-Jehovah's Witness, Wordly Sam. Today's topic for the video is how buying a car at 17 saved me. Let's get into it. Now, this may not seem like that special of a topic since most people get a car and that's just part of life. But in this story, my car literally saved me. Not to mention how I got it in the first place is kind of a funny story. So to cut to the chase, not everyone is as fortunate to have reliable transportation that allows them to escape from their home life, like in the cases of many ex-JWs. Not only that, but many other JWs are kicked out of their homes with nothing but a few of their belongings. So to have a car, in a lot of cases, especially for young cult survivors, is absolutely invaluable. And I'm happy to say that I'm one of the fortunate ones that did have that transportation because I had just a smidge of audacity. Let me explain. Very long story short, my mom's Toyota Camry broke down after a whopping 406,000 miles. So naturally she was in the market for another car since her job was not around the corner by any means. And guess who joined her for car shopping, much to the shock of everyone? Yours truly. And luckily, she was able to find her new ride quickly, but as she was filling out the paperwork, I was not far behind test driving what would be my future Blueberry on wheels, a sapphire-colored Hyundai Elantra, and this was before I even got my license. Yikes. But real quick, can we take just a moment to love on my little blue raspberry Slurpee? Like, just look at it. It's like so perfect. Anyways, needless to say, she was not happy as she thought it was a waste of money and no one thought that me being in a small town would need it since everything was so close by and I never really traveled. But not too far down the road, I would definitely prove her wrong. No pun intended. So right around the time when COVID plagued the entire world, I for the first time made a decent amount of what I thought were friends at the time via Zoom that I'd later visit in person. But then months down the road, I also lost my job tutoring children online, and that meant I'd soon work at the same company my mom did. On the days I didn't wake up at the same time as her, or if there were issues blossoming between us, as they often would, I'd just take my Blueberry for a spin and blast my tunes on the way to work. And then when I started seeing my then boyfriend, we'd constantly take turns going to see each other too. So me going to Tampa and him visiting me in Palm Coast. Now, of course, during all of this going on, there was a lot brewing through the years in the background. Like, for one, my assault that happened when I was 19 in my car during the first time that I ever traveled to Tampa. Meanwhile, I'd already had it up to here with how the Jehovah's Witnesses treated me all my life, my relationship with my mom that was growing more and more volatile by the day, especially after I had made my feelings about JWs very clear. It was becoming more and more apparent to me that my time in Palm Coast was almost up. And then when things reached a head, the car I told would be useless would become the very thing that helped me escape across the state to the west side of Florida in Tampa. Even though it was a very draining move emotionally, mentally, even physically, it would have been, of course, so much harder had I not had my car. And now, as my car has finally hit over 100,000 miles, while I still know it has time left with me, I know it's not going to be forever, So I wanted to take a moment of gratitude with y'all, where I take just a second to appreciate all I've been able to do and accomplish because of it. To most people, their car is just a car, but to me, it was a safe space, an escape, and my means of attaining a new life outside of the Jehovah's Witness cult, which I'm immensely grateful for. And thank you, Cookie Monster. Yes, I'm one of those freaks that name their cars. For taking me all those thousands of miles on journeys to places and a future I never would have been able to otherwise. And there you have it, my fellow worldlies. I appreciate y'all so much, as always, for taking the time to watch my video. Please make sure to like, comment, follow, share the link with others, and maybe even subscribe to my YouTube channel. Worldly Sam, out.